I really like Cat's approach tonight, man. I mean, every time he saw Brook Lopez, he put that quick first step on him, attack the basket. Hey, you want to catch these threes? I can hit these threes as well. Yeah, I think maybe he wanted to send a message to Brook Lopez like, I told y'all I am the best shooting big man, not just in the game, but all time, because Brook Lopez could hit him as well. So maybe that's the matchup that Karl Anthony Towns takes personally. But he looked fantastic tonight. The three ball was dropping for him at one point in the game in the first half. He was 4 of 6 from downtown. So we almost thought that maybe this was going to be a night where maybe he came close to the Knicks 3-point record in a game, which is held by Dante DiVincenzo. But overall, man, from the 3-point line down to attacking the basket, 12 of 20 on the night, 4 of 8 from downtown, a 7 straight double-double, and 5 dimes, Al. He was threading it. He was threading the needle out there. Excellent game for Karl Anthony Towns tonight, man. Let's start off there with the lead, man.
Absolutely. Yo, Cat was, like I said, man, Cat was good from the rip. I mean, the fact that you saw him just put on a clinic, his own clinic, right? Because we know this is a guy that can knock down threes, drive, and work the post. He did all 3 of those things in the first half. I mean, how many times did we see a good pump fake, a good drive, and then the emphatic slams? He had 2 of those it felt like back-to-back. I know there was some play in between, but it felt like it was a back-to-back when we got to see those drives from Catman. As you talked about, knocking down the threes, he was just on one tonight. And look, talked about with Rohan last night for Game of the Week preview. The Bucks like to run a traditional defense, right? They like to make sure that Brook is in the paint, protecting the rim. You're not going to be able to do that when you're going against Karl Anthony Towns. He's going to draw you out to the perimeter, and then when you see that happening, the paint's wide open for him, man. And look, Cat was making quick reads, all right? As soon as he got the ball, he knew what he wanted to do.
Whether
it was shooting threes, all right? And look, he was shooting logo threes tonight. Like, this man was shooting past the half court. As soon as he crossed half court, man was putting up a shot easy. And then on top of that, like I said, this guy was driving and being nimble around the rim, putting up hook shots.
Yeah.
He was doing it all, man. But the one play that I really like, and it's the passing that you talked about, the 5 assists. It's finding OG cutting, coming from the wing, and then he's patient. He gets the rebound. He's waiting. He sees OG right there over the shoulder, right to OG, who gets the easy 2-handed slam, man. And that's the type of stuff that you wanted to see. That's the stuff that we missed. Well, not necessarily that we missed, but the stuff that we were concerned about when you lose Isaiah Hartenstein, right, this offseason. Do you have a guy that can work the high post? Do you have a guy that's going to be able to work the post in general and find guys cutting towards the hoop? And Cat has been doing that so far. And, man, to know that you're not missing a beat with that, and then you get improved scoring on top of that, a guy who could stretch the floor, Cat was just fantastic tonight, man. And he's doing a solid job at being a rim protector. I can tell you that right now, too. His defense hasn't been, outstanding, but it's been solid enough at him at the 5, where when you got him and you're worried about, are we going to have good enough rim protection? He's at least giving you that tonight. Look, no blocks, but still, he was somewhat of a deterrent.
Yeah, no question, man. Hey, listen, he had to do what he had to do out there defensively. And yeah, some people would say, it's a Milwaukee, but listen, I'm going to take this win. Knicks had lost 2 games in a row. They're trying to gain their chemistry back. They're trying to just gain chemistry, period. And you're at home. This is a team that's in front of you. You do what you have to do. And from wire to wire, they did just that. So I'm going to take this win. I'm happy with what I saw tonight from a number of guys. Towns starting, kicking it off. And that's just where I'm at with it. I don't care about who the opponent was. I just like the fact that, this team was in attack mode. They were getting downhill. They were getting those paint touches. And they were feeding the cat. Because, yes, this is still Brunson's team. Everything is still going to go through Captain Clutch. But from the time Cat came here, I was not going to settle for, well, this team is balanced and any given night it could be anybody's night. Sure, yeah, sometimes. But when you have a guy like this who can score, especially from 3, this is why you got him, and he can get you high efficiency shots, you got to feed him. You've got to feed him, make the defense pay, and when they draw extra attention to him, allow that gravity to create for others, just like Jalen Brunson can do. The point guard got his guys going. I told you, on the nights when he does not have a good night, He comes back, holds himself accountable, Al, and has a better showing. And, to someone who didn't see the game, look at the box score and say, 15-9, he did okay. I thought he was great tonight as a playmaker.
As a play, I like that caveat they added right there.
The shots aren't falling yet, and they will. But as a playmaker, I thought he was great tonight. I thought he did a great job tonight, man. 9 dimes. He was setting guys up. He was deferring. He was pass first, getting his team into a rhythm. Second half, he turned up. He went 5 of 7 from the field. Had a couple of shots in a row go down for him in the third quarter. He got himself into a rhythm as a shooter. And then, but before you know it, he was on the bench getting a rest, getting ready for Halliburton and the boys on Sunday. Overall, great night for Captain Clutch, man. I thought he was phenomenal as a playmaker, and he understood the assignment tonight.
Yeah, and I think we have to emphasize him as a playmaker just because we're used to this guy. Like, not saying that he can't be a playmaker, but we're used to this guy being the score first guy, and then everything trickling in afterwards. And look, you look at the box score, decent shooting night, 6 of 14 from the field, okay, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 0 of 5 from downtown. Not what you like to see, but as you point out, the 9 assists. This is where the plus minus feels like it's pretty accurate tonight when you get the plus 28, and you'll be like, well, he didn't shoot the 3-ball well, but it didn't matter because he was orchestrating. He was getting into the teeth of the defense. He was attracting the double teams, and then he was kicking it to the right guys. And look, to begin this game with, he was looking for Karl Anthony Towns, as we talked about, and that's the big thing right there. The fact that he didn't go away from Cat and was continuing to keep him engaged throughout this entire matchup. That is so critical because the way Cat's scoring, man, you're going to have to double team. You're going to have to triple team him. And then he's going to open up as soon as his shots start to fall, CP, he is going to be much easier for him because if you get Cat going, right? And this is where it doesn't always have to be Cat starting off or even Bridges, whoever it may be. But if you get Cat who's showing that how aggressive he can be on the post, anywhere on the court, really, then it's going to open up for JB, and then he can get back into rhythm and be that lethal scorer that he can be. Tonight, he didn't have to be that. He got everybody else involved, which is what you want to see from your captain, right? You want to make sure that I can keep everybody involved and then figure out when I need to go take my own shots. And tonight, even though they weren't falling, he did a good job keeping everyone in rhythm, in sync. That's what we want to see, man, from the captain, your point guard. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, he played a beautiful, beautiful floor game tonight. And it looks, the shots are going to fall. The shots are going to fall. I have no doubts about that. But I want to see more, continue to build that chemistry with Cat and continue to find Mikal, man. Mikal was another guy who had an outstanding night tonight. So overall, good job by Brunson. Yuri Ark on the Discord. Yuri Ark, and I'll mute your mic.
Yo, what's up? My first time on a KnicksFanTV.
Hey, how are you, man?
Good.
Where are you calling it from, man?
I'm calling it from New York, my good sir. Fellow New Yorker.
You sure? Talk again.
Yes, sir. Don't let the accent fool you.
Yeah, where's that from, man?
I'm Italian American.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no problem. All right, what's your thoughts in the game?
So, first few things. I loved my man Cat. 32 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Only played 32 minutes. Loved that out of him.
Okay.
That was my first thing. I love the way Jalen Brunson distributed the ball. I love the ball movement in general. Because compared to the last 2 games where it was stagnant, there was no ball movement, forcing up shots. I didn't like the defense compared to the last 2 games to how the defense was played today. That's exactly how I want to see this Knicks team play. Be gritty, be awesome, and just crash the boards.
Okay.
Get the defensive rebounds and go on fast break. Second thing, Deuce.
Deuce was
My
loose.
man, Deuce.
Deuce was loose.
Deuce is loose.
Yes,
Deuce
sir.
is definitely loose. I love the way Deuce played. Got some good bench points in. Tyler Kolek. Big fan of Tyler Kolek's game.
Yeah, the creator looked good. He's looking more and more comfortable in his role. And maybe, this is a blessing. We want to see Campaign come back healthy, but Tyler's getting his moments. He's getting his situationals on, and he's performing. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. I'm very happy to see Tyler getting the minutes. making them good minutes pay off.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Campaign does come back strong and healthy. We do need him off the bench as well. Loved what I've seen from Campaign as well. Sims has been slowly growing on me.
Yeah, I thought the simulation was all right tonight. I didn't think he was all that. I didn't think he was bad tonight.
I didn't think he did bad tonight.
Yeah,
he did get a few rebounds.
Yeah,
did get a few rebounds. He also did put up the boards. He did put up that dunk that I saw before.
Okay.
What else was there that I'm trying to remember? Mikal Bridges. I like the block that he had in the first half.
Yeah.
And I like the way he's been shooting. He's still working out his shot. I don't like his shot the way it is. Sometimes he misses, sometimes he doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm liking the way he plays. He's averaging at least, double digits, so I'm happy about that.
Okay.
Josh Hart.
Mm-hmm.
I love that man. That man can play.
Yeah.
That man can hustle.
That's all.
48-minute man. 48-minute man.
Yep.
Love that man. OG Anunoby.
Yep.
The stat sheet doesn't show it. The man played good defense tonight.
Oh yeah. OG was locked in tonight, man. Absolutely.
OG was locked in tonight.
Yeah.
The stat sheet doesn't show it, but we see it on the floor. We see it on the transition defense.
Mm-hmm.
We see it on the offensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at the stat sheet on my own screen right now. Every Knick starter, Cat, Josh Hart, Mikal, all averaged a double-double. No, not even average a double-double. All had double digits.
Yeah, double figures tonight, man. Absolutely. Knicks starters in double figures, and as we read it, and appreciate the call, as we read from Knicks PR, Al, a record already. Already a record.
7 consecutive games.
Yeah, 7 consecutive games.